Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 12 o'clock and I'm Abdullah Babalola with your Solent Sports News headlines. New Southampton manager Nathan Jones has come under fire for a poor start to his tenure on the South Coast, which has led to some fans asking for his departure. The Welshman has lost 6 of his first 7 league games, but backtracked on comments he made after the most recent defeat, a 3-0 humbling at the hands of Brentford.
I have made decisions here and I live and die by my decisions. So that's not shifting the blame. In fact, I came out and said those things and I felt I was too honest because I felt that I was actually accepting responsibility for every single result and every single thing that happens, because that's what I do and that's what I've always done as a manager.
Manchester United are not worth £6 billion. That was from the Qatari investors who are interested in purchasing the club. That is how much the Glazers value them, when in reality they are only worth £3.2 billion. The Women's Champions League draw is currently taking place. English sides Chelsea and Arsenal are both in the hat and are awaiting their opponents in the next round. We will be joined by our women's football correspondent, George Rees-Julian, at 1 o'clock. Moving on to motorsports now. All motorcycling road racing in Northern Ireland has been cancelled for 2023. The organising clubs deemed it impossible to run the events because of soaring insurance costs after an emergency meeting. Moving on to T20 now. The women's T20 gets underway later today. Host South Africa will be taking on Sri Lanka. The captain of South Africa, Suni Lees, is proud to lead her country.
It's quite massive. I don't think we quite realise, what we already achieved without playing a game. Apart from being successful and winning games, I think there's a responsibility of inspiring a nation as well and inspiring young girls to get out of their comfort zones and to give them that opportunity to know that they can be anything they want.
Russia and Belarus's participation in next year's Olympics has come under major scrutiny. This comes after the IOC has shown willingness to allow the athletes to compete as neutrals despite pleas from Ukraine. A 30-nation summit is being hosted by the UK regarding the situation. Moving across the pond now for our American sports roundup. The NBA trade deadline has just passed, with many blockbuster trades being brokered. 13-time All-Star Kevin Durant was traded to the Phoenix Suns. 9-time All-Star Russell Westbrook was traded to the Utah Jazz. And 8-time All-Star Kyrie Irving was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. LeBron James recently overtook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time top scorer in NBA history. He reached that milestone in the Los Angeles Lakers' 133-130 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Super Bowl 57 is set to kick off on Sunday and will be a hotly contested matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Rihanna is going to be the halftime performer. Moving on to darts now. There were some home celebrations on night 2 of the Premier League of Darts in Cardiff last night. Gerwyn Price beat Chris Dobby, Michael van Gerwen and Nathan Aspinall to take the 5 points and second place in the table. Not so much for fellow Welsh wizard Johnny Clayton though. He lost in the quarter-final stage and threw his darts in the rubbish bin in frustration. That's all from us now. We'll be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk, where we'll keep you updated on everything happening in the sports world today.